This is how you can hit up on your driver for effortless distance and consistency. We are going to start with 3 tips you can use on the course right now to improve your ball striking and hit better drives. Then we're going to head to the gym with 2 exercise combinations that are going to help you get your body in the best shape possible to rotate, load, and then burst out of the ground to hit up on the driver and to hit longer drives. Tip number 1 is very simple. Tee the ball up. With today's technology, we want to hit it high on the face, we want to get that high initial launch and lower spin overall. When you tee it down, we're much more likely to be descending in our strike, hit the bottom of the face. All of those factors are going to increase spin, and that means your drive is not going to be as efficient. How high should you go? Basically, go as high as you can while still hitting the middle of the face and train yourself to continue to swing up and load through the shot. Part 2 is relative to our posture. You want to tilt away from the ball. Your trail arm will be under your lead arm, which naturally means your trail shoulder will be lower than your lead shoulder. However, we want to lean into this further, set our spine angle slightly away from the ball, which sets our shoulders on our launch angle roughly around 10 degrees upwards. This helps us to set our position at address so then we can turn around the spine, load into the ground, and then release through the ball on that angle and hit up on the ball every single time. Tip number 3 is to load into the trail side. We talk about that often. We're not trying to go laterally, we are trying to load through rotation into the trail hip, into the trail glute, around the spine, so then we can react to that in transition, work down into the ground, and then transfer our weight back to the lead side, up through the ground and through our rotation. So when that driver works through, our body is cleared, our spine angle is maintained, and then the driver can unwind and release into the ball with all that speed and then hit up due to our body positions and our speed out of the ground. These are the 3 factors you need to use on the course to immediately change your swing and hit better shots. Now we're going to head to the gym and we're going to help you get your body in better shape with simple exercise combinations that are designed to improve rotation and vertical force so you can do exactly what we just talked about. So you're making some progress on the course, you're launching it higher and you're hitting better drives. But if you really want to see all of the progress that you can make in a short period of time, it's time to get in the gym and use these 2 movement combinations. First of all, we're focusing on our posture, so we can get that spinal tilt and maintain our positioning throughout the ball. And we're going to combine 2 movements. Movement 1 is the golf posture T-spine press. Here we're going to fix into our position, create an active core, turn around the spine and press through that rotational pattern of the thoracic spine. That's the middle of your back. That is where there's a lot of musculature and also a lot of tension for a lot of golfers. So staying in that posture, maintaining your spine angle and working through that rotational pattern is huge if you want to stay in the shot and then release the club so you can hit up consistently. You're going to pair that up with the split stance rotational squat. We're going to maintain the Pallof hold with the band so we have lateral tension, which means we have to be even more stable and more active through the movement. You're going to press the band out in front into a split stance position. As you work down, you are then going to rotate towards the band. As you stand up, we activate and rotate through that pattern. So we load down into the ground and rotate alongside that vertical force, which allows us to match that up to our golf swing as we push out of the ground and rotate through the ball. We've put some sets and reps down in the description for you, and now we move on to rotation. If we're going to load, fire, and rotate through the swing to create the speed and upward angle of attack that we need to be able to turn the body well and use our lower body. So these 2 movements get it done. And number 1 is the Pallof hold jumping rotation. So here, with a strong band or a cable, you're going to get into your golf posture and hold out in front of your body. Then as you jump 90 degrees, you're going to sit back into your golf posture, rotate, and then back to the front. And then we're going to go in the opposing direction. Arms always stay out in front. We rotate the body once we land. So we're super stable through the pattern. We're focused on our positioning. We're using the ground, and then we rotate with everything that we have. The final movement is a swing elevation drill. You're going to need a free band on this one, and you're going to loop it under the opposing foot and opposing hand. From here, we're going to work aggressively in a vertical and rotational pattern. This is huge if you want to really rev up your rotation, maintain your center of gravity, and work into a golf swing pattern that doesn't have any inefficient motion. And yes, all of these movements work both sides. So here, we're going to start with a counter movement. We're going to push down into the side that has the band looped under. From there, we're going to rotate against that. We're going to work all the way up through the system and stretch the band across the body. That's representing a musculature throughout the whole body. We're trying to get nice high hands, fast hip rotation, and stay connected to the ground, okay? You're gonna get slight spinal extension, which is good, it's technical, but really it's a good position for the body to be in. We're not leaning, we're purely rotating, and then you match that up with a jumping Pallof into the swing. We load into that trail side, we unwind the hips, push out of the ground, extend, and then hit up on the driver, so you are absolutely ripping it. So to take you through my routine, first of all, we get that ball teed up. From there, I like to get comfortable in the feet and then ensure that I really do tilt that trail shoulder away from the target to give me that preset launch angle. Then once I'm into the shot, we have that waggle before the ball that helps me get the feeling of pressure into that trail side. And into the actual motion, I want to feel as though I swing back as far as I can whilst loading and whilst working through resistance, meaning my swing does not get out of control. Be patient in transition, work down into the ground before going back to the target, and then once we get that feel, it's up and out of the ground, let the club unwind, and just full send with balance, see that ball flying down the fairway with some serious distance. So you now have 3 tips that you can act on the next time you tee it up. And remember, tee it up high, tilt away from the target, and then load and rotate to hit up on it for effortless power and consistency. You also have 4 exercises in 2 combinations to get your body in better shape than ever. You're going to be more stable, you're going to maintain your posture, and you're going to rotate like a pro. That's where our golf swing is built, and that is where you can seriously improve on and off the course. Appreciate you checking out the video. Make sure you hit like, hit subscribe, download the GOLFWOD app, and then start getting your reps so that you can golf strong.